Hey guys, okay, so we've survived. We are halfway through our 30-day challenge and it is day 16. So I told you guys on yesterday's journal that I'd be having us do something a little bit random and probably strange to some of you. Every day, just depends on what I come up with or what I'm thinking of at that time, at that moment. So this was something that I had to wait for the right time as I'm watching everybody's journal entries and I'm reading them and I'm seeing what you all are going through, have been through, and how you're coming through all of this. And it's extremely inspiring and very much real and raw, and to me, so beautiful. I, am just like you guys. I'm just a mom. I'm just a woman. I'm just an artist trying to make a living, trying to do what I love for a living so that I can be happy. And I'm striving for success. And my terms of success is not a matter of dollar amounts per se. Of course, to pay the bills and take care of my children is a priority. However, more than anything, it's to really be able to pursue what I see myself doing the rest of my life. And it was so funny because I was talking to a good friend of mine last night actually, and I was in my closet, and I have a big walk-in closet that which is really just like it takes up space. I'm not quite sure why the builder made this closet so big. It's ridiculous. I don't have that many clothes. But I put my yoga mat in there and went in there and was doing yoga while talking to my friend. Kids were kind of chaotic and playing, and my puppy was whining because he's in my room or she's in my room. And so I just needed to quiet my brain. And before the phone call and before the yoga, I had went out trail running. Something that I always do is either take a walk in the woods or trail run. And one of the things that I do every time I go in the woods, I've always done this, is I hug a tree. I hug a tree to basically tell nature thank you for healing me. And it may sound very funny and very strange and different, but I believe in giving thanks to the things that are here on our planet that are provided for us. Not man-made items, but things that really kind of touch the soul, ignite the spirit. And I think about where art came from, where paint came from, all of the colors that have been inspired, that inspired the master painters. All of it came from nature. So I'm sitting in my closet. I feel better because I went out and ran and blew off some steam and was having a really kind of a rough day yesterday. And after hugging a tree, coming back home and settling in, having dinner with my children and stuff, I got to talk to my friend about kind of where I see myself going and the things that I want out of life. And one of the things that was said to me was, that stuck with me more than anything, was if you can't see yourself doing anything but painting the rest of your life, then you owe it to yourself to do just that. You owe it to not only yourself but to others. And it's very true. The thought of me not being able to make art literally brought me to tears. And so I'm laying in my closet, I'm stretching, I'm talking to my friend, and we're having this conversation, and he's very good at pointing out these kind of things to me. I'm just like I point out things to you. I have someone that helps me through mental blocks also. And anyway, as the conversation ended and I got done talking to him, I thought to myself, sometimes it's not a matter of just being able to talk it out with the people that you love or that love you, that care about you, but it's also about talking it out with nature. And so I went back out and I went down into my backyard, which is all the woods in the back here, and I just sat there for a minute near a tree, leaned up against it, and said thank you again. Because really, it's the only time I can feel centered and clear my mind is when I'm around nature. And what does that tell you? Have you ever noticed, growing my hair out's really a pain in the butt, sorry. But have you ever noticed if you go out into the country somewhere, okay, for those of you that may live in the city, I lived in the city. I grew up in the city. I mean, I'm used to being around very high energy. And I like it. I like it. But I also know that when I go out into the country, or I go out into the woods, or I am surrounded myself by something that's just completely natural, I feel rejuvenated. I feel revived. I feel like my brain has been cleared. And it's not just a matter of the fact that I'm out there exercising. It's really just that there's no distractions out there. It's just me and nature. And it got me thinking about how, as human beings, I believe we are really meant to be involved with nature. I believe that if we feel such a center and peace when we're there, that why don't we listen to that? Why don't we do more? Why don't we get involved? What can we do? Not just for Mother Earth or our planet. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about what can we do for ourselves and nature? How can we interact more as humans, as a species? We can sit in our house and complain that it's raining or it's too cold out, okay? Or we can bundle up and go outside, touch the grass, feel the dirt, hug a tree, walk your dog, you know? Rake leaves up, jump in them, roll down a hill, feel the water. I don't care how cold it is. Get in touch with nature. Awaken that nature spirit in you. It's so important. If we're all humans, right? I mean, you might be an alien, I don't know, but if we're all human beings, we all come from the same place. We all have the same goals in life, really. It's survival. It's community. It's communication. It's friendships. Love. So how do you find that? How do you get in touch with that? You start back with the basics. Go hug a tree. Thanks, guys. Hug one, write it down, draw it out. Let me know what you got. Thanks.